Hey, good morning. This is Rick Fulbaum at Atlanta News First, and we have some headlines we're going to bring you this morning. Making sure that I'm doing everything correctly here. Still getting used to this setup here, but want to go through a couple of the headlines. The big story over the weekend, as I'm sure a lot of you know here in Metro Atlanta, were the storms that came through. Severe weather that came through Saturday night into Sunday morning. Now, our weather team had been preparing us for the possibility of potential severe storms, and we ended up getting them. Not as widespread as we were thinking they might be, which is good news, but Paulding County, and particularly the town of Dallas, was really hit the hardest, and we have some footage we want to show you here of some of the damage from the storms. It was really, really tough. I mean, you take a look at these homes where trees have come down, and in some cases fallen on top of houses. Now, the good news is no one was killed in any of the storms here in North Georgia, but still a lot of damage. A gas station there with the entire awning there just lifted up and flopped back down on top of the structure here. So really just some bad stuff. Did you see the lightning? This was something that was unbelievable. The people were talking about having looked out their window and seen the lightning coming down on Saturday night into Sunday morning. I was asleep, so I didn't get to see it, but really something. And then, of course, the damage across the rest of the Southeast really, really bad, with somewhere around 40 people having been killed in states around our area. Thankfully, none of those fatalities here. But this is footage from some of the destruction in Alabama, where there was just a lot of damage. So, again, we have Courtney Jacobazzi coming up in just a couple of minutes. She'll talk about the forecast going forward, which thankfully is a lot calmer than it's been here the last couple of days. Another story we're following today has to do with the economy. Some new numbers that came out this morning on consumer spending, and nothing to write home about, to be honest with you. Consumer spending up a little tiny bit, as Americans are still kind of holding back, maybe a little bit unsure of what's going to happen with the economy, with the tariffs that the Trump administration has put in place and is promising to put in place. The consumer spending numbers, retail sales up just 0.2% in February, a small rebound after a pretty sharp drop in January of 1.2%. So sales were up at grocery stores and home and garden stores and online retailers, and of course the White House keeping a close eye on all of this as Americans sort of decide how they think the new Trump administration is doing, handling the economy. And so we have some word from the Federal Reserve later this week on interest rates, whether they are going to be lowered or raised or stay the same. Most analysts are predicting that interest rates will remain the same. But again, something to keep an eye on. Investors certainly keeping an eye on it. President Trump certainly keeping an eye on it as well. Another story that I was interested in today had to do with the possibility of using vaccines for chickens that could help to limit the spread of bird flu. And bird flu, of course, is responsible and has been blamed for the high cost of eggs. So many millions of chickens have needed to be slaughtered as a result of this. The Associated Press is reporting that chicken meat producers are resistant to using vaccines over concerns that could hurt their sales or make it harder to detect the bird flu. But the U.S. Department of Agriculture is spending about $100 million to study bird flu vaccines. So something to keep our eye on. Another thing to keep our eye on this week, of course, is basketball, with March Madness getting set to get underway here. Fun time of the year if you are a college basketball fan, or even if you're not. So many people take part in those office pools, filling out their brackets, and a lot of people will be doing that over the next couple of days. And for the first time in about 10 years, Georgia is on the brackets. Georgia getting an invitation to the big dance for the first time in a decade. The Bulldogs earning a number 9 seed in the NCAA tournament, which is a pretty big deal, right? UGA opens March Madness against the number 8 seed Gonzaga in Wichita, Kansas. Gonzaga is a good team, and that tip-off is on Thursday at Intrust Bank Arena in Wichita. And of course, this will be a big deal for Georgia fans who will be looking to see their team win their first NCAA tournament game since the year 1996. So it's been a minute since the Dogs have performed well on the basketball court. Of course, we all know about their success on the football fields. But anyway, that's where we stand right now with some of the headlines. We want to get you caught up on the weather now. Let me pull up a little bit of a weather here. A map here, and you can see some of the details that Courtney Jacobazzi, who's right next to me, will come on and talk about. In the meantime, thanks so much for joining us here on Atlanta News First Plus. Courtney.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Rick. Good morning, everyone. Yes, let's get you caught up on the forecast. Thankfully, a lot calmer than where we were over the weekend. Of course, we had lots of storms move through, severe thunderstorms, and even confirmed tornado now out of Paulding County. So what you're looking at are the details on that tornado. An EF1 recorded went just south of Dallas in Paulding County, causing damage to homes there, and of course some of the trees in the area as well. And no word on any more surveys that are expected across the area, but if we do hear that, we will let you know. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi. Let's talk about a nicer forecast going into the rest of the week. We will be done with the severe weather, thankfully. This tornado, by the way, was on the ground for over 11 and a half miles. Quite an intense storm there that produced that tornado. Now, today, of course, is St. Patrick's Day, and it's nice. So if you have the day off and you're maybe going to be heading out and about, it'll be a nice day. A little on the cool side. Definitely need a jacket like I have on for most of the day today. It'll be chillier with that breeze. Winds will gust between about 20 to 25 miles per hour, maybe some isolated gusts as high as 30 through the afternoon. You'll really notice that wind pick up this afternoon between about noon and 4 o'clock. Heat of the day, we'll just have a lot of sunshine. That'll get things mixing through the afternoon. So expect a pretty breezy day. Both hands on the steering wheel as you're driving, because you know sometimes you'll be going down the highway and one of those wind gusts will come at you and it'll shake your car around a little bit. So just make sure you are driving carefully today with the elevated wind. And temperatures again will climb near 60 today. So cooler, but still a nice day. Overnight tonight, lows will drop into the mid-30s. So it'll be a cold start to your Tuesday. You will need the coat heading out the door for work and school tomorrow. And then tomorrow afternoon looks great. Sunshine in 70s. Does it get better than that? No. Hello, spring. Gosh, we've been really lucky with some 70s in the forecast lately. We've had a lot of them, and we'll have them come back tomorrow. So get out and enjoy tomorrow. Maybe take the dog for an extra long walk. Get out and get your steps in outside. It'll be a great day tomorrow. Forecast highs will stay in the 70s through Wednesday, and then we'll go back in the 50s on Thursday. A little bit of a roller coaster temperature-wise this week. Of course, we had that cold front bring us the severe weather over the weekend. That cooled us into the 60s today. That cold air kind of took a little minute to settle in, and then we'll have another cold front move through on Thursday. That could bring us maybe a shower or two on Thursday, mostly dry, but you will notice the cloudier skies and the cooler temperatures with, again, highs only in the 50s. So it'll feel more like a winter day as we are officially rounding out winter this week and going into spring this weekend. We'll go in the mid-60s on Friday. In terms of rain the next few days, just a few showers on Thursday, a few showers on Saturday as well. No first alert weather days in the forecast, so no super impactful weather. Don't even really see the potential for thunderstorms with those 2 rain chances Thursday and Saturday as well. So overall, not looking bad. Here's a look at your weekend forecast, and I forgot to take the first alert weather days off of there. We don't have any first alert weather days, but a few afternoon showers for Saturday. Really comfortable temperatures, not a washout right now. We'll keep an eye on Saturday's rain chance. If it does go up and we feel like it's going to impact your day more so than we do right now, we'll issue that first alert weather day, but it's not looking like a big issue as of today. Just a couple of showers possible, again, mainly after 11 o'clock in the morning. As of right now, that timing will probably change a little bit, but it does look like kind of in the middle of your day, a few showers will be possible. In the meantime, that first alert 7-day forecast looking good. The sunshine in 60 today. We'll have a lot of our suburbs in the 50s with that breeze. It'll be a chilly one, so you'll need a jacket all day long. Overnight lows in the 30s, highs in the 70s tomorrow. We'll go near 80 degrees on Wednesday. Don't forget our partnership with the Braves on Gray. You can watch the spring training games on Peachtree TV Wednesday and Saturday. You can watch that on any of your streaming platforms and see how the Braves are doing. They're doing pretty good, so I want to keep up with them for sure. Thursday, a few showers possible with temperatures only in the 50s. We'll go back in the 60s Friday. Mornings will get pretty chilly on Friday as well, so you will need the coat again Friday morning. And then the weekend looks pretty good. We'll have temperatures in the low to mid 70s and a few showers on Saturday. Sunday looks completely dry. All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to get updated on your top stories and your forecast. Make sure to have the Atlanta News First app, the First Alert Weather app. Both are great tools to stay updated throughout the day. Make it a great Monday.